Archangel Michael says, "Stop. Only 17 minutes left. Finally, it's going to get over you. Open it quickly." Archangel Michael says, "A divine countdown has begun. In just 17 minutes, something dark and dangerous that has followed you silently will attempt to overtake you. It's not just a shadow of the past. It's a force fueled by betrayal, envy, and silent prayers against your eyes. There is a specific energy trying to corner you at this moment. Something that was conjured from someone's resentment. This is not a random attack. It was designed, timed, and targeted with precision. The enemy hoped you would be too distracted, too trusting, too unaware to notice what was creeping behind you. This is the final window before the curtain falls. After this, the protection that has lingered around you out of mercy will no longer be enough. Unless you hear this message clearly, something irreversible may wrap itself around your name, your home, and your voice. Your name had been whispered in a room where candles were lit, and silence was demanded. That silence wasn't respect. It was calculation. The kind of silence that precedes a spiritual ambush, cloaked in the disguise of concern. Here's a reason your sleep has been broken at night. Here's a reason your chest feels heavy even when you're at peace. Someone wants you to carry a burden that was never yours to carry. Because if you fall under it, they rise. You've been wondering why certain things keep repeating, why you almost break through only to be pulled back down again. That's because an invisible chain has been planted behind your progress, disguised as a closed door or a bad day. This isn't bad luck. This is a scheduled spiritual strike meant to confuse you, to twist your destiny into a loop of waiting and worrying. And now this is the last cycle. If you don't act now, you may relive the same torment in disguise. You must not let this moment pass like the others. This is not the hour to be silent, nor the moment to stay still. The spiritual system above is alert and watching, and the alarm bell is ringing through Archangel Michael's voice. You have crossed paths with a cursed thread. This isn't your fault, but your strength has attracted energies that are too afraid to face you directly. So, they sent shadows. Shadows in the form of people. Shadows in the form of delays. Someone saw your future. They didn't see it in words. They felt it. They fear what you might become. And so they began weaving a silent web behind your back, hoping you'd never notice the trap until it closed. But now time is burning. You only have 17 minutes to spiritually disrupt what they've been nurturing for months. This energy is scheduled to close in on you tonight through a message, a misunderstanding, or a deal you were never meant to say yes to. Even now, someone is acting kind, speaking your name with softness, but their intention is not clean. They smile, but their hands are writing things behind your back. Their presence is a lie wrapped in charm. This isn't about paranoia. This is about spiritual clarity. A test has been placed in your timeline, and the way you react now will decide what breaks off or what binds you further. Archangel Michael says, "The one who doubted you most is now the one who watches you most." But their eyes are not filled with admiration. They are filled with worry. Worry that your eyes will expose their lie. They are waiting for one mistake. Just one silent consent, one yes. When your spirit screams no. If you give in during this time, their grip strengthens. If you resist, the spell will crumble. The air around your name is charged. There's tension in the spiritual realm. Heaven and hell both watching what you'll do. You were chosen to face this not because of punishment but because of your rank in the spirit. You are not average. Your light is not random. You were born to untie knots that others accepted as fate. And that's why this energy is aggressive. It knows you're capable of ending it for yourself and for generations ahead. This is ancestral. What's fighting you now is something that your bloodline avoided confronting. It hid for decades in silence, and now it sees you as the breaker. So it has come dressed as a storm. Don't run. Don't delay. Don't tell yourself later. Later is the lie that delays destiny. You must move now. You must shift spiritually, mentally, emotionally. A phone call you're about to receive might sound harmless, but the word spoken will aim to manipulate your next steps. You must listen beyond the surface. Watch who invites you to talk, explain, or resolve something today. If your heart feels heavy around them, that's not confusion. It's revelation. Your spirit is trying to speak before your emotions silence it. You are being spiritually chased because of your authority. But Archangel Michael is with you, and he has intervened now because this is the last minute you have before the door opens permanently. There is a financial deception forming an offer, a signature, a transaction. Don't agree too quickly. Look beyond the numbers. Here's a trap coded in the fine print spiritually and physically. Tonight, someone will mention your name in a conversation you're not part of. It will either curse or bless your future based on the energy you hold in the next few minutes. Stay aligned. Stay covered. A woman close to your circle is laughing too loud, but her laughter hides the envy that she doesn't dare say out loud. She wants what you carry, but she doesn't want to carry what you endured to get it. Archangel Michael says, the storm is not here to destroy you. It's here to expose them. Let it come. Let it roar. Then stand still and let it pass, revealing what was never real. You're not going crazy. You're becoming awakened. What felt like emotional chaos is actually spiritual clarity in disguise. You weren't supposed to see what you just saw. That message, that call, that post. It wasn't a mistake. It was divine evidence. A break room from heaven, proving the battle around your name is very real. That man who keeps resurfacing from your past, he isn't just a memory, he's a true. And if you entertain him, the same pain that nearly broke you the first time will crawl back wearing a new face. You were supposed to hear this today. This is your spiritual lifeline. In the next 17 minutes, speak no fear, agree to no confusion, and cancel every plan that was birthed in manipulation. Your intuition is screaming because your angel is. Don't second-guess the chills, the sudden silence, the strange coincidences. They are heaven's warnings disguised as emotions. It's time. Don't open the door. Not to the apology. Not to the offer. Not to the coincidental reconnection. Your peace is not up for negotiation anymore. Someone in your family knows something about you that you don't. They've hidden it not out of protection, but out of control. That secret is leaking now. And your reaction will either free or trap you. Archangel Michael says it's about to get over you. Not your peace, but the curse. Not your hope, but the warfare. This storm is concluding, but only if you don't step back into what you were pulled out of. Keep your phone on silent for the next hour. Don't answer emotionally. Don't respond reactively. This is a test of stillness, and only the spiritually wise will pass. You are too closed now to be confused, too awakened now to be deceived. You know what this is. You feel it even if no one else understands. The voice you've been ignoring. It's not doubt. It's discernment. Don't silence your power just to make someone else comfortable. In the next few hours, a woman will try to appear supportive. But watch her eyes. She will accidentally reveal what her lips are trying to hide. Your breakthrough isn't coming. It's already at the door, but only if you don't let what was meant to exit stay any longer. Shut the door. At the cord, you are rising. And rising always comes with shaking. Don't fear the tremble. It's the sound of old strongholds crumbling. This moment was carved in divine time. And now you know you are not late. You are not mistaken. You are exactly where this moment required you to be. Archangel Michael says, it's over for the darkness that thought you'd stay broken. It's over for the voice that tried to convince you that you were small. It's over for the spirit that clung to your bloodline like a parasite. Your name is shifting in the spirit. The tables are turning and the proof is already unfolding. Even if you haven't fully seen it yet, protect your voice. Guard your decisions, anchor your spirit, and watch how everything that tried to overtake you falls back in defeat. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. The time has come when you don't need to chase explanations. The truth is already surfacing, gasping for air, and what has been hidden in shadows will no longer have a place to hide. Someone is attempting to manipulate your memories. They want to reshape what you recall, hoping to blur the pain they caused and make themselves look like the victim. But Archangel Michael says, do not fall for emotional editing. This is not a time to be blight with darkness. You've been too kind to chaos, too patient with deception. It ends now. Your energy is sacred and anything not aligned with your peace must be pushed out without guilt. You'll notice someone become distant after this shift. They won't say it out loud, but your awakening has made them nervous. The power you're stepping into threatens the control they once had over your life. That's why this message is critical, because in 17 minutes a decision must be made spiritually, emotionally, and even practically. The moment you say no more, heaven will say now begins. You might see certain things fall apart quickly after this. That is not destruction. It's correction. What wasn't built on truth can no longer remain standing. Your health, your finances, your relationships, they are all under divine observation right now. There is a force moving on your behalf to remove what has become poisonous without you noticing. The person who kept you confused was always aware of what they were doing. Their mixed signals weren't indecision. They were control tactics. Archangel Michael says, your clarity is your sword. Use it. In the next few days, you will be offered something. It will appear generous, appealing, even timely. But if your peace drops the moment it's offered, that is your answer. You are about to be tested through someone who means well. But even poison can be served in a golden cup. Stay vigilant. Trust what your spirit detects before your heart is convinced. Your surroundings are shifting. People you thought were permanent may suddenly pull away or expose themselves. Let them. Rejection is sometimes divine redirection. Archangel Michael says the energy that once tried to bury you is about to be forced to witness your breakthrough. You will rise in front of what tried to crush you. That's why they are afraid. You are not fighting alone. Forces of light have already positioned themselves beside you. But you must choose not to fall for the illusion of comfort that is actually spiritual delay. Letter, message, or voice memo may come your way. It may sound harmless, but if you read it twice and still feel a shift in your chest, discard it. Not everything deserves a response. Someone who wants to talk doesn't want truth. They won't act you. Once you understand this, their urgency will no longer affect you. You have spent too much time feeling guilty for choosing yourself. Now is the moment to prioritize your peace like your life depends on it. Because spiritually it does. Do not revisit pain just because someone remembers it differently. You are not obligated to re-break yourself to prove you healed. Watch your dreams tonight. They will carry symbols, names, and places. They will reveal the very energy that is trying to break into your life under disguise. What used to trigger you will soon bore you. That's how you will know you've been delivered from the loop. Maturity is silent, powerful, and doesn't beg for attention. Archangel Michael says, your hands are about to hold something that generations before you only prayed for, but it requires that you drop what no longer belongs first. This is the cleansing moment. It may sting. It may feel lonely, but this pain is the sign that old spiritual ties are snapping. Don't mislabel grief as a setback. Sometimes we grieve what we outgrow. Sometimes we grieve what we had to release for our own survival. Your voice carries power. Your words shape your timeline. Speak only what you wish to manifest in this hour. Words are spells and you are the spell breaker. Stay away from spaces that mock your sensitivity. Your emotions are antennas. They are telling you what your logic cannot yet explain. You are walking away from cycles that once defined your personality. The person you were built from wounds is dissolving. What's coming is your original self. Untouched, untainted, undeniable. Someone who ghosted you will attempt a return, but not because they've changed. Only because your glow mouth threatens their illusion of superiority. Let them find the door locked. Everything that felt like a loss was actually an unseen rescue. You cried for what was temporary. Now prepare to celebrate what is eternal. Archangel Michael says, this energy that's been trying to end you has run out of options. That's why it's coming so loud, so desperate, so manipulative. You're at the finish line. Don't turn around. Your silence will become your greatest defense in this hour. The less you explain, the more they'll expose themselves. You don't need to perform pain for anyone to believe you. In this final stretch, protect your space. Clean your home. Light no candles for anyone who wouldn't light a prayer for you. Clear energy clears outcomes. The one who cursed you will soon confess. Not because they feel guilty, but because they'll be caught. Your apology is not the goal. The exposure is prepare your spirit. Elevate your thoughts. Your mind must align with what's being birthed. Your next season requires a new mental altitude. Don't wait for permission to start again. Burn the bridge, bless the ashes, and begin with boldness. The next time you feel a sudden shift in energy, don't ignore it. That's your guardian alerting you. There's no such thing as random for the awakened soul. Your financial delay is spiritual interference. A deal was manipulated behind your back, but what was stolen will return sevenfold. If you walk away from what never respected your value. Archangel Michael says, someone is watching your glow, but not to admire it. They study you to steal your shine. That's why their compliments feel confusing. Time is now glass. You can see through it, but you can't waste it. Every second forward is a miracle. Don't spend it revisiting old fires. The spell is breaking. The lie is cracking and the enemy is panicky. You are not who you were and they know it. There's a reason your spirit led you to read this right now. Because this is your time stamp. This is your final warning before a breakthrough erupts. And remember, the door is not closing on you. It's closing for you to block out what was sent to destroy you one last time. Hold firm. Lock your boundaries. Bless your path and stay steady. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. You may notice sudden tension rising in someone close to you. That's not by accident. The energy inside them is reacting to your spiritual growth because darkness always gets uncomfortable around light it cannot control. Your glow is disrupting their grip. Your clarity is cutting through their manipulation. What they could once hide from you is now becoming embarrassingly obvious. The conversations you overhear in the next 24 hours are not coincidences. They are spiritual disclosures. Pay attention to names, phrases, and timing. Heaven is feeding you truth disguised as accidents. Archangel Michael says this battle was supposed to swallow you. But instead, it woke you up. It broke the illusion that you needed permission to be powerful. There is a silence coming. Not a lonely one, but a divine one. The noise of fake friendships, masked lovers, and manipulative family members is about to be removed by force. Prepare to walk lighter because what was meant to drag you down is falling off spiritually, emotionally, even physically. You will feel the lift and you will know it wasn't luck. It was divine separation. Someone is checking your social media, not to reconnect, but to measure your resilience. They want to know if you've healed or if you're still stuck in the storm they left you in. Let your silence answer them. Don't announce your transformation. Live it. The ones who were supposed to support you will act like they never saw it. And that's your confirmation. A conversation you had months ago is being repeated without your consent. But don't worry, the trap they tried to build with your words is already collapsing under the weight of truth. That document, that email, that hidden paper, they tried to use it against you, but divine interference has erased its impact. Your weapon has been disarmed by your obedience. Archangel Michael says, what's coming for you doesn't require revenge. It requires rest. You don't have to get even. You have to get elevated. There is a knot forming, a divine opportunity, a window of restoration that will not revisit once missed. This is not a second chance. It's a final one. Be still and sharp because someone will say, I've changed. But change without accountability is just performance. Don't accept the world in their show. Your ancestors are cheering right now. Because they see what's about to be broken through your courage. The chain ends with you. The curse ends with you. The cycle ends with you. You were born for this fire. You were shaped by spiritual heat others ran from. It's why you don't fit in where people avoid growth. You are the disruption. The ones who abandoned you mid-healing will soon ask to stand near your miracle. But Archangel Michael says, not everyone deserves front-row access to your victory. There's a time to cry and there's a time to roar. This is your roaring season. Your silence has done its job and now your presence will do the rest. Expect sudden breakthroughs. Expect delayed blessings to rush in like overdue lightning. Expect dissecting the movement like a friend. You are not hard to love. You were just surrounded by people who didn't know how to receive what was sacred. The chapter is over. Tonight, as you sleep, you will feel a warmth over your chest. That is not imagination. That is your guardian sealing you from the attack that was scheduled for your most vulnerable moment. Your story is being rewritten in real time. Heaven has moved some words, shifted some endings, and removed certain characters who no longer deserve a part in your miracle. Archangel Michael says, stop responding to what no longer respects your calling. The more you feed it, the longer it stays. The moment you ignore it, it withers. Be mindful of those who suddenly miss you. Often it's not your heart they miss. It's the benefits they lost when you left. Your hands will soon touch something your soul always knew was meant for you. They will feel familiar. It will feel like prophecy fulfilled. You not panic if things get quiet. The silence before the shift is always sacred. That's when heaven finalizes the blessing before it drops. If someone tries to guilt you today, smile. Guilt is their last weapon. When manipulation no longer works, your peace has become your shield. The person you thought forgot about you, they didn't. But heaven kept them away for a reason. They were a delay dressed as desire. You will receive an unexpected call or message. Read between the lines. Someone is coming back, not for healing, but for control. Archangel Michael says the cords are breaking. You'll feel lighter, freer, even unfamiliar with the person you used to be just last month. That's transformation. Your finances will reflect your healing. The more you release, the more you will receive. Because abundance was always waiting for space to flow in. This next season is not about proving them wrong. It's about finally feeling right within yourself. The applause is unnecessary. Peace is enough. Your dreams have not expired. They were simply paused by warfare. But now the war is ending and the visions will return with greater clarity. Someone will soon tell you something they once hid. Don't react, just listen. Their truth will only confirm what your spirit already whispered. Do not accept every apology. Forgive, yes, but access is earned, not granted by default. That's the wisdom of survival. Your time is not coming. Your time is here. And everything around you will either adjust or be removed by divine force. If you feel like crying, let it flow. That's not weakness. That's spiritual detox. You're releasing what no longer has permission to stay. A name will keep repeating in your mind over the next 24 hours. That name is tied to something hidden. Ask for discernment, not judgment. Archangel Michael says, your energy is no longer up for grabs. Protect it, preserve it, and don't apologize for prioritizing it. What tried to block you will soon become your stage. What tried to silence you will amplify your voice. And what tried to end, you will testify of your survival. You are the answer to a prayer your bloodline made generations ago. That's why this warfare hath been intense. But you've already won. Now walk like it. The final test was never about others. It was about whether you would recognize your worth without needing external validation. And now you do. This is your moment. The storm ends here. The spell is broken. The countdown is complete. What was going to get over you now has to bow before you. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our KOFI community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. There is a calm entering your life now that others will not understand. That calm is not weakness. It is divine confirmation that the war hath been won. It is the stillness that arrives only after spiritual fire has cleared everything falls from your path. The ones who once had influence over your thoughts will suddenly lose their grip. Their words will no longer carry weight. Their presence will no longer disturb your energy. Archangel Michael says the illusion they planted in your mind has expired. You no longer need to seek answers from broken people. The truth has always been inside you, and now it is finally awakening. In the next 3 days, you may feel moments of dizziness or sudden energy shifts. These are not physical illnesses. They are spiritual recalibrations. Your body is adjusting to the higher frequency that your spirit has stepped into. You are being recoded, not just emotionally, but energetically. What used to trigger you will now bore you. What used to shake you will now pass right through you like wind. Someone will try one last time to pull you back into their mess. They may pretend to need help. They may use tears or even money, but Archangel Michael warns, this is bait, not a blessing. You are not responsible for saving people who enjoyed watching you drown. You are not obligated to answer doors that heaven has shut, and you are not here to shrink just so someone else can feel tall. The voice of manipulation will disguise itself as kindness. It will say, I miss you. I need you. Let's fix this. But you must listen with your spirit, not your sympathy. Kindness is not always connection. You are a gatekeeper. Now, your energy field has become sacred territory, and not everyone gets to pass through it. Some must be watched from a distance. Even if their smile feels familiar, Archangel Michael says, a shift is happening in your household. Hidden tensions are surfacing. Secrets that were kept quiet to keep. The peace will now rise and demand truth. Don't be afraid of this confrontation. This is not destruction. It is revelation. It's time for the mask to fall, the lie to break, and the real faces to be revealed. Someone in your family knows more than they are tell it. They've been protecting someone who doesn't deserve the protection. That silence is ending, and your clarity will pierce through their comfort. You will not be punished for protecting your peace. The guilt you feel is the residue of old programming. That's not your conscience. That's their manipulation trying to disguise itself as morality. Archangel Michael says you've crossed over now. The version of you that tolerated half love, mixed energy, and silent pain is gone. What remains is unshakable, untouchable, and divinely covered. The person who laughed when you cried is now worried about your glow. They never thought you'd survive without them. But your glow-up was never about them. It was about prophecy being fulfilled. Your spiritual team is celebrating because you have passed the final level of the old cycle. You didn't fold. You didn't return. You stood your ground. And now your reward begins. That delay you experienced wasn't punishment. It was preservation. Heaven didn't want you to rise prematurely, surrounded by people who didn't value your calling. You will now be surrounded by those who don't compete but protect, who don't envy but celebrate. This is the circle that matches your soul. Archangel Michael says someone is being removed. Even if they try to cling, don't resist it. Let what needs to fall fall. Let what needs to end. This moment is sacred. Every breath you take now is surrounded by divine light. Every step you take forward is protected by forces you cannot see but can absolutely feel. They plotted in secret. They whispered in corners. They used your name carelessly. But now they will see your elevation from afar. And they will understand what happens when you are chosen. There will be no need to seek revenge. Your blessings will speak loud enough. Your peace will confuse them more than your rage ever could. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are right on time. The enemy tried to rush you so you would miss the right path. But heaven slowed you down to preserve your destiny. The tears you cried are now currency. The pain you carried is now a platform. And the silence you endured is now becoming your supernatural speakerphone. They will say, "I didn't know." They will pretend they forgot. But the truth is they never expected you to rise, and now your rise is their regret. Archangel Michael says your testimony is going to unlock others. Your freedom is going to awaken those still trapped. That's why this process was so heavy. It was never just about you. You are the first in your bloodline to break this. You see clearly. You walk away. You rise above. And that's why heaven is honoring you now. The phone will ring soon. Someone will want to reconnect. Gauze. Ask your spirit if this is a test or a blessing. One leads to peace, the other to delay. A person you once trusted will accidentally confess. Listen carefully. Their slip of the tongue is not an accident. It's a divine confirmation. There is a home, a job, a door, a connection divinely waiting for you. You don't have to fight for it. You only have to walk into it when your spirit gives the signal. Do not revisit a season that almost killed you just because it now seems quiet. The silence doesn't mean it's safe. It means it's waiting to strike again. Archangel Michael says this was your final storm before the shift. The winds were loud. The pain was sharp. But now peace is coming like a flood. You were pulled back to be launched further. You were stripped to be clothed in something more divine. You were left alone so you could finally recognize the presence of angels. The countdown is over. The curse is broken. The door is closed. And you are now standing in the beginning of the life you always prayed for. This glow, this permanent, this peace, this earned, this power. It's yours now, forever protected, divinely guarded and fiercely anointed. Walk in it. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. The energy around you is shifting so strongly now that even strangers will begin to respond differently. Some will be drawn to you without knowing why. Others will suddenly avoid you, not because of your behavior, but because of your light. Archangel Michael says, your light has become uncomfortable for those who lived in your darkness. Your healing has become a mirror they cannot bear to look into, but their discomfort is not your burden to carry. You are not meant to dim down or shrink for their ease. You are not required to explain your joy to those who only celebrated your sadness. This level of peace was purchased through your pain. And now it's non-negotiable. From this point on, the people who truly honor you will not just say the right things. They will match their words with actions. They will not drain, manipulate, or guilt-trip you. They will uplift you, see you, respect you. You're about to see people's true colors, not through conflict, but through distance. Watch who disappears when you don't beg. Watch who gets quiet when you rise. That silence is not coincidence. It's spiritual exposure. Some cannot stand your freedom because it means you no longer need them to validate your existence. Archangel Michael says, someone hath been energetically feeding off your confusion. They acted like a friend, but they were a tether. Their purpose was never to build you. It was to keep you questioning yourself. But now your knowing is back. The veil has dropped. What you feel can no longer be silenced by nice words or fake peace offerings. You will begin to feel it in your body when something is off. A room, a name, a touch, a phone call. It will tingle or tighten. Clears throat, that's not anxiety. That's divine awareness. Trust that signal. Your intuition has matured. You no longer need outside proof to believe your inner guidance. If it doesn't feel right, it isn't. There will be a conversation soon. A person will try to rewrite history. They'll say that's not how it happened, but you remember it perfectly. Don't let them shrink your truth. Archangel Michael says, this is the hour of memory restoration. What was once fought, you will become sure of. You will remember who helped, who harmed, and who it was you struggled. And you will not carry anger with that memory. You will carry wisdom. You will forgive but not forget. You will release but not return. Those who once counted you out will soon pretend they always supported you. It's how powerful your rise will be. Your success will rewrite the way they speak about you. Let them rewrite it. Let them pretend. You have no need to correct their narrative. The truth is already glowing from your life. The offers coming your way now are not random. They are divine recognition. Spirit has whispered your name into rooms you haven't entered yet. You were recommended while you rested. Archangel Michael says someone is watching you quietly, planning to open a door for you. They haven't spoken yet, but they will soon. Your grace has made you unforgettable. There's a blessing coming wrapped in simplicity. It won't look grand on the surface, but it will open everything. A phone call, a message. A meeting, stay open. Stay ready. And as it comes, don't self-sabotage. Don't question whether you're worthy. You didn't survive just to stay afraid of the light. Step in. Own it. You are not stepping into favor. You are the favor. Your presence will shift atmospheres. Your words will heal people who never told you they were hurting. Archangel Michael says, you are now a vessel of restoration. You've been chosen not just to receive, but to overflow. What's coming is not just for you. It's for everyone connected to your healing. Your family, even the ones who never supported you, will benefit from your blessing. Not because they deserve it, but because you broke the chain that held them. You were born to be the turning point, the restart, the breath of fresh air in a suffocated lineage. And that's exactly who you've become. Every delay that frustrated you was secretly preparing you. Heaven was not punishing you. It was stretching you to contain something bigger. You are now carrying peace that can't be faked, power that can't be borrowed, and clarity that can't be confused. The next time you enter a room, notice how the energy adjusts. That's not ego. That's evidence. Evidence of alignment. Evidence of divine timing. Archangel Michael says, the ones who tried to block you are now being blocked. The ones who mocked your tears will now witness your celebration. And the ones who doubted you will soon speak your name with reverence. You are no longer begging for entry. You are the room. You are no longer seeking closure. You've created your own exit. You are no longer praying for rescue. You became the miracle. Let this be your knowing. No more crumbs. A more confusion, a more compromise. You have graduated into a frequency that only matches truth. And what's ahead of you is clean, clear, and unstoppable. It is free from manipulation, control, and disguise. Let them say what they want. Let them think what they need. You don't owe anyone your process. You don't owe anyone your pin story anymore. This is the year of joy, of resting without fear, of rising without guilt. Archangel Michael says it's done. The thing that tried to get over you, it failed. The trap they set, you walked around it. The plot they planned, it collapsed. Now go forward. Let your smile confuse the ones who thought you'd be destroyed. Let your silence echo in the ears of those who fed on your pain. Let your glow tell the full story without a single word. And let this message be your trumpet. You are free. You are chosen. You are unstoppable. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our KOFI community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Archangel Michael says, now that the enemy's grip has loosened and the veil has been lifted, you will notice your body feeling lighter, almost like a weight has left you. That's not your imagination. That is the spiritual residue of warfare being cleansed from your aura. Your walk will become different. Your posture will shift. People may not understand the glow on your face, but they will feel the power behind your presence. The spiritual chains that once tried to limit you have shattered. The same people who called you too sensitive will now recognize that you were always deeply gifted. They tried to make your discernment seem like weakness, but heaven always knew it was your superpower. The hour of spiritual restoration is upon you. Lost time will be returned. Misunderstood moments will be rewritten. All that you thought was wasted was simply buried seed waiting for the rain. And now the rain has come. The heavens have opened. The soil of your soul has been tilled through pain. And the first divine blooms are already forming. Watch for signs in the smallest things. A number, a color, a stranger's word. Nothing is random now. Everything has become aligned. That stomach flip, that chill down your back. That intuitive nudge. It is your inner compass activating with crystal clarity. Here is someone still trying to spy on your glow and silence. Archangel Michael says they have tried to mirror your energy. Copy your words, imitate your vibration, but they cannot replicate your anointing. Your spirit was designed for truth, and truth cannot be faked. Even those who mimic you will only echo your shadow, never your light. That's why their efforts keep collapsing in confusion. You are stepping into a period where your presence will speak before your mouth does. Where people will bless you without knowing why. Where doors will open that your name didn't even knock on. The spiritual security around you has been reinforced. Your dreams will become more vivid. Your mind will feel more focused. Your intuition will become your daily guide, and you will no longer doubt it. Archangel Michael says, don't be surprised when the people who left return with confusion in their eyes. They expected you to be buried, but instead you were being reborn. And now that you've emerged, glowing and untouchable, their intentions no longer have access to you. Their words no longer land. Their manipulations fall flat. There is a divine shield over your home. The arguments that used to enter so easily will now feel blocked. The tension that used to rise from nowhere will now dissolve. Peace is the new default. A financial window has just cracked open in your favor. Expect unexpected favor, back pay, closed case blessings, and returns of what was once stolen. Money that was withheld spiritually will now begin to flow in strange, Accelerated ways, this is your divine recovery. What was lost in years will return in days. What was taken in tears will be restored in joy. Someone who once dismissed you will soon speak your name with reverence to others. Not because they've changed, but because they've seen the change in you and they cannot explain it. Archangel Michael says, don't rush to correct their version of the story. Let your peace, your prosperity, and your silence write the truth. You are no longer a seeker. You are the source. You are no longer running from the storm. You are the storm. You are no longer asking for validation. You are embodying certainty. Let this season be the proof that the pain had a purpose. The silence had a structure. The delays had design. You were being prepared while it looked like you were being forgotten. Heaven has been recording your endurance. And now the reward is unlocking. You are being seen by the right eyes. You are being whispered into the right rooms. Archangel Michael says this is your Esther moment called for such a time as this. You didn't choose the battle, but you were chosen to end it. And now the kingdom is shifting around your obedience. Expect waves of calm to wash over you at unexpected times. That is heaven pouring oil into the places that used to bleed. That is your soul recognizing that the war is truly over. You will no longer attract what breaks you. You will attract what builds, balances, and blesses you. You will no longer entertain half effort, half love or half truth. This is full truth, full alignment, full breakthrough, clears throat, nothing less. Archangel Michael says, you are done surviving. You are now creating. You are done explaining. You are now abuing. You are done reaching. You are now receiving. Let those who misunderstood you remain confused. Let those who misuse you remain distant. You are not called to carry the guilt of their choices. Your only task now is to remain in alignment, to protect your energy, to honor your glow, and to build a life that mirrors what you now know is true about yourself. You are powerful. You are whole. You are chosen. And you are finally free. And remember this. Every time you thought it was over, heaven was just beginning. Every time you nearly gave up, you were standing one breath away from breakthrough. Every tear watered your divine destiny. Now it blooms. If you wish to express your support further, you can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our coffee community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Archangel Michael says there is no going back to the person you used to be. That version of you was forged in survival, shaped by silence, and masked by pain. But now what has emerged is the authentic divine radiant soul you were born to be. Every storm you passed through didn't just make you strong. It made you wise. Every closed door taught you to build your own gate. And every betrayal became the blueprint for your new boundaries. You're not fragile. You're not broken. You are fire wrapped in grace with a mind tuned into divine frequency. The universe knows your name and heaven watches your steps like royalty. The people who once underestimated you thought your silence meant weakness. They never realized that stillness is where God speaks loudest. And now the message He wrote across your life is undeniable. You will no longer explain why your energy is sacred. You will no longer allow your space to be a playground for chaos. You are a sanctuary now. What enters your world must come clean or not come at all. Archangel Michael says, you are now walking in the vibration of truth. Everything fake will fall away. Everything pure will find you. Everything aligned will stay. You've crossed over. The spiritual realm has already shifted in your favor. The contracts signed against your joy have been torn. The shadow that chased your family line has now ended with you. You broke in the curse. Not just for yourself, but for generations unborn. The bloodline now breathes easier because you chose to fight what others ignored. And because of that, heaven celebrates you. Even as people question your peace, as they whisper behind the scenes, as they wonder how you made it, understand this. You made it because you stopped begging and started believing. You started walking as if the promise had already been fulfilled. You stopped tricking to fit their comfort and stood boldly in your calling. Now watch how quickly everything begins to accelerate. The stagnant waters are moving. The blocked paths are clearing. The spiritual fog is lifting. And ahead of you lies favor that cannot be delayed anymore. Archangel Michael says, your face will soon shine with a joy so unfamiliar. Even the mirror will pause to admire. The pain will become a distant memory. The fear will lose its voice and the glow will become permanent. You will walk into rooms and shift the atmosphere without a word. You will speak in silence lies. You will rest and still make progress because your alignment is now effortless. You will soon meet people who feel like home. Souls who don't just accept you but recognize you. Their energy will match yours. Their intentions will soothe you. Their presence will honor what you carry. This is the tribe you've been preparing for. This is the life that had to wait until you became strong enough to receive it. No more doubting. No more thinking. No more looking back. Archangel Michael says, they tried to bury you in lies, but you bloomed in truth. They tried to drown you in betrayal, but you floated on faith. They tried to silence you, but heaven gave you a microphone. The pain was loud, but the purpose is louder. You will soon walk through a door and feel the echo of every closed one behind you. That sound will not haunt you. It will remind you how far you've come. And you'll smile, not with arrogance, but with holy gratitude. Because you now understand nothing was ever taken from you. It was being transformed. What looked like loss was divine protection. What looked like heartbreak was redirection. What looked like an ending with a setup for this very beginning. You are not the victim of your story. You are the victor. The chapter is turned. A crown fits. A glow remains. And the enemy that chased you is now too far behind to ever reach you again. Archangel Michael says, walk boldly, breathe deeply, and rest freely. The war is over. You have won. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. Archangel Michael says, what's happening now isn't just healing. It's rebirth. You're not patching up the old version of yourself. You are stepping entirely into the divine blueprint that was written over your life before you ever arrived on this earth. And because of this, some people will no longer recognize you. And that's okay. You were never meant to stay familiar to those who only knew you in your brokenness. You are not obligated to bring them with you into your wholeness. This next season will feel weightless. Not because you have no responsibilities, but because you're finally carrying only what belongs to you. No more carrying guilt for others. No more carrying pain that wasn't yours. No more dragging relationships that drain you. You've become the embodiment of spiritual clarity. The fog that once clouded your decisions has lifted. Your yes is sacred. Your no is final and your silence now holds power that words never could. Archangel Michael says, the time of being overlooked is over. What heaven placed within you is now undeniable. Even those who once dismissed you will feel the shift and begin to question everything they thought they knew about you. But you won't need to defend your transformation. The results will speak. The blessings will speak. The glow will speak. And the silence you maintain through the warfare will echo louder than any speech ever could. There will be a season of restoration so swift it will feel surreal. You'll question how so much joy can come after so much loss. But don't question the timing. Embrace it. This is your spiritual inheritance finally catching up to you. Things you prayed for years ago will suddenly appear. Not because they were denying, but because they were preserved. God was never saying no. He was saying not yet. You're not ready, but when you are, I'll make it quick. And now it's quick. The connections, the clarity, the comfort, the compensation. It's all on divine schedule. And now you've caught up to it. Archangel Michael says, there are doors opening soon that no man can shut. These are divine access points sealed with your name on them. And anyone who tries to block them will be removed peacefully or forcefully. Do not be surprised when people fall away, not through conflict, but through confusion. Some will simply no longer feel connected to you. That's not rejection. It's divine pruning. You are being trimmed for growth. You are being emptied so you can be filled with more. You are being isolated to be positioned correctly. This moment isn't punishment. It's placement. And while you're being placed, heaven is aligning people, places, and resources that are meant for the next you. Not the broken you, not the begging you, the balanced, bold, and blessed you. That person is here now. Archangel Michael says, the tears you cried were counted. The nights you held your chest and whispered, I can't do this anymore, were heard. And now the response is manifesting in ways your mind can't fully explain. Don't try to make sense of this blessing. Just receive it. You earned it in secret. You sacrificed in silence. You believed even when your hands were empty. And now your hands will overflow. This is your divine compensation season. For every betrayal, a blessing. For every closed door, a bigger entrance. For every rejection, redirection to something greater. And that glow is permanent. People will start asking what you've done differently. But the truth is, we'd won something you did. And it was something you endured, something you released, something you realized. You finally realize that you are the one. The one who carries the light, the one who breaks the cycle, the one who walks away even when it's painful just to protect their peace. And now that peace will protect you. Archangel Michael says the countdown is over. You're not in danger anymore. You're in destiny. The spiritual sirens that went off earlier, that was heaven giving. File warning to the energies trying to cling to your past. They have now been dismissed. You are free. Free to receive love that doesn't confuse. Free to speak without walking on blast. Free to wake up without dread. Free to walk through your home and feel safe. And not just safe in your surroundings, safe in your spirit. You are now moving without fear, speaking without apology, and trusting your knowing again. You are not too late. You are right on time. And all that was lost is now returning, multiplied, beautified, and divinely protected. Let the old version of you rest. You honored them. They got you here, but now you've stepped into a version of you that they were too tired to carry. Archangel Michael says, this is your final form. Unbothered, unbreakable, unforgettable, untouchable by darkness ever again. And now the silence you once feared will become the sacred ground where you build your new world. A world where you're loved properly. A world where your pain, your worth. A world where your voice is not only heard but needed. It begins now. And as this sacred message draws to its close, remember, if you wish to express your support further, people can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness.